Hey guys, let's continue from where we left off. We've learned how to call the style sheets the right way, but there are still a few details to make it work quite properly. None of this will be useful if you don't call inside our header.php a function named wp_head. It has to be placed before the head tag ends. It is by means of this function that everything that is enqueued will be included in the head tag of the theme. So let's open up the PHP tag and type in here wp_head. Without this function, no script will work, no style sheet will load, including those used by plugins in WordPress. Let's check out our main page and see if everything's working. And check it out, we have all the markup we've made. And if we inspect the code, we'll see that several things that weren't here before were loaded. Look at that. All this has been loaded because of the WP head function. Let's see if our style sheet is on the list here. Yeah, look at that. Here it is. Style.css. With its handle, the path, the version we defined, 1.0, the media type. Now we can finally test our style sheet out. Let's create a rule for our top bar. Let's just set the red color and a height for that bar. So background, red, height, 70 pixels. Let's take a look, refreshing the page. Look at that, it worked perfectly. But before I finish this lesson, I'm going to give a very valuable tip to you that is starting now in this web development world. One of the most frequently asked questions in my courses is the following. Hey teacher, I'm making changes here in my CSS file, but no changes are coming up. Let me try to simulate this for you now. Wanna see? I will try to change this color over to green. So now I reload the page. And the color is still red. Well, it's simply how the browser cache works. Caching is a mechanism that speeds up the loading of the page for your visitors. It saves a version of your site files so that the visitor doesn't have to download them every time they open your site. But it's a terrible thing to develop a website with the cache on. Over the past few years, I've tried several methods to work without the cache in the way, and I'm going to show you now the way that works the most for me. What we're going to do is trick the browser and make it think that the CSS file has changed and that it needs to download an updated version of the file. This will happen every time you save the file. Do you see this version number here in the source code? It has a question mark, followed by the term ver equals sign and the version number that we have indicated. Every time you save, you generate a different version number based on the date the file was saved, which will always be different. To do this, let's change this string here to a PHP function called fileMtime. And inside it, we'll pass the path to the style.css file. So the function will return the file modification date as its version. However, an important detail is that you cannot pass the getStyleSheetURI function here because it will not work. We're gonna pass the function getTemplateDirectory. Because it will return the absolute path of our theme folder and concatenate this value with the file name. Don't forget the /. Now let's save. Let's change the color of the top bar over to blue. And let's look at the updated source code again. Here's where something else appears instead of the version of the file. There are several numbers that correspond to the unique timestamp of the moment that the file was changed. Now, when we refresh the front end, so now the color is blue. Let's change that over to red again. Here in the source code, the number have changed. And the bar has changed its color to red as well. Now a professional tip for you guys. Only use this method here while developing the theme. After you've finished all the CSS changes and have the theme ready for delivery or to be submitted for review, remove it here and just put back the theme's version number. The visitors of all the websites that use your theme will thank you for this. So don't forget that, right? More information about this can be found in lesson number 2 of this course called FAQ. Well, that's all for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll learn how to load our scripts and more. We'll learn in practice how to integrate Bootstrap from any version to our theme, something that many people are not sure how to do. So don't miss the next one. See you there.